Hello everyone, this is daveac and this is my vblog 178 for Friday the 16th of December 2011, but recorded actually a whole day late. Not only is it Saturday, but it's coming up to midnight here in the UK, and I want to explain why. Well, I've had a really good weekend, but an extremely busy one, so apologies again. Like last week, I'm running late. And we may not get back to my normal vlogs until the new year. But such a good weekend that I'm late again, but I still have wine. In fact, I do have two wines, and I'll explain why in a minute. But I will not be doing any of my other clips and things. We will get back to Doctor Who's Spearhead in Space next week, I hope. It may even be in the new year, because my whole basic routine has been a little bit out of kilter these last week or two as we get nearer and nearer to Christmas. What have I been so busy on, you ask? Well, yesterday, Friday, I was bursting with pride because my daughter Roslyn was getting her master's degree from Manchester University, and we were there, myself and her uncle Gary, and we went to see her presented with her master's degree, and that was area Arts Management, Policy and Practice. They are second name down, Rosalind Cooper, and unfortunately my son Matthew couldn't be down. Great though, he's coming down from Scotland tomorrow for Christmas, so I'm having a really good time with my kids and family and so on. So yes, really great for her, and her boyfriend Tom was there as well. So it was a really good, we went for a lovely meal in one of the university buildings. Thank you, Gary, for that. I had a really nice afternoon. But unfortunately when I came back, I still had a lot of podcast editing to do, and I just didn't get around to doing this vlog. And today I've been trying to tidy the house up a little bit, and then I've actually had a really good night on TV because I've been watching quite a few programmes, not least of which was Merlin. So here I am after being on the Talking Twilight Zone on TalkShoe, as I say, just heading past midnight on Saturday. Oh, and I've got an apology to make as well because I've been so busy. I bought my Christmas cards, oh yeah, cheap ones, I know, I'm sorry about that. I haven't posted them yet. So if you're one of my friends and thinking, Dave's not sent us one, I really am going to try and write these tomorrow, get them in the post for Monday, and hope they get to people by the weekend. But if you don't get one, you know, what with Facebook and all the things like that, I'm beginning to wonder whether I'm going to continue doing Christmas cards. Anyway, that's my personal stuff. The other reason why I wanted to get this out today is because of Mr. Louis Trapani in the United States, where it's still Saturday, although it's just clicked over the midnight for me here in the UK. It's Louis Trapani's birthday, so happy birthday, Louis. Louis is the gentleman, the big Doctor Who fan that runs the Gallifreyan Embassy, podshop.net, runs the Doctor Who Podshop podcast, Hitchhiker's Guide to British Sci-Fi, and the Sonic the News Driver. And it's his birthday today, so happy birthday. And let me go straight into the podcasting news following that up. Episode 262 of Podshop has now gone out. That had Lewis, Ken Deep, Graham Sheridan and myself helping on, and there are two interviews on there as well. There's an interview with Peter Davidson, the Fifth Doctor, and an interview, part two of an interview with Fraser Hines. I hope you'll find that on either the Gallifreyan Embassy site, that's podshop.net, or on iTunes. Now, the Cultum Collective have been busy, and in fact I was so busy that it took me a while to get our latest commentary up. But first of all, let me mention that on Sunday that's just gone, we did our episode 130, Cultum Collectibles, recommending to people what science fiction and Doctor Who things that are worth collecting for those people who are considering buying something Doctor Who related or sci-fi related this Christmas. And we went over 2¼ hours on that. So hope you will give that a listen. It's up on the TalkShoe page 54821. It's up on our Cultdom Collective blog at cultdom.com and of course on iTunes. But I'm afraid it was Friday before I actually got up the latest of our little Christmas treats. Remember, this year we're doing Doctor Who specials. Last week we did Planet of the Dead, and yesterday I put up the Waters of Mars commentary, and that was with Ian, Sixth Doctor, Mike Randall Thor, myself, daveac, and we had a guest host on with that, and that was Willis Girl from the Cultdom Collective, Gail Willis, and she did a really good job on that. So hopefully you will give that a listen. That's a commentary, The Waters of Mars, one of our Christmas treats. There's at least 2 more to come, so check your iTunes feed on the Cultdom Collective, please. Okay, I've just got a couple of little pieces of announcement I want to make, and I realise I'm going fast because I really do want to get this up tonight, because I've got lots to do tomorrow in preparation, getting near to Christmas. I've still not put the decorations up. Look, no decorations, no cards sent, and I've got to get some shopping in. Okay, one of the Doctor Who things that I do want to mention though is that on the BBC iPlayer, where the radio part is not region locked, BBC Radio 4 Extra have been putting on 4th Doctor stories with Tom Baker, The Hornet's Nest. So do try and give those a listen. Just search the BBC iPlayer, BBC Radio 4 Extra. The first 2 are The Stuff of Nightmares, so check those out. Really are good. It's lovely to hear Tom back as the Doctor. Oh, and I will get back to my DVD for the 3rd Doctor, Spearhead from Space. It may not be till the new year, I don't know. 2 other things, there always seems to be updates nowadays. Just to remind you, if you have iTunes, it's a small incremental update to version 10.5.2, but it's still 64 megabyte download. There was also on Wednesday a really big 11 security updates for people using Windows 7. And one final thing, I've just recently had an update on my YouTube page, and in actual fact I've reverted back to the old style, but I found this last week that MySpace has also had a revamp and a facelift. So if you're still using MySpace, check that out as well. Okay, I'm going to go straight to my wines as we hit the 8-minute mark, and I've got 2 wines. No, I'm not getting more alcoholic. What it is on Friday, I was hoping to do this vlog later in the evening, so I opened the wine I was going to do on the vlog, and because I didn't do it, I ended up drinking about half that bottle. But I didn't this evening, remember it's gone midnight now, this evening I didn't want to finish off the bottle before doing the vlog, so I opened another bottle, which I haven't drunk all of, and I've still got half from yesterday. So I'm going to just mention it. I've had this one before, but it's worth a mention again. It's a Spanish Rioja. I seem to be drinking these more frequently nowadays. I've had this one before, Burgo Vijo, and it is 2006. It's a Crianza. That means it's had quite a bit of time in oak barrels. It's 13.5%. I'll just you freeze frame it on the description. 90% Tempranillo grape, and that really is a nice wine for about £6.50. That's about $11. But in actual fact, the wine that I've got, and that's from Walmart or Asda, as we call it in the UK. But this wine that I've got, that is really the wine I'm putting out for this vlog, is even nicer. It's from Sainsbury's. It's another Rioja, another Crianza. It's another Spanish wine, this time 2007, and that's what Vindos Bajerio. Yeah, I can't pronounce it, I'm sorry. Let's have a look what it says on the back. There we are. Freeze-frame that. Spicy bramble aromas, concentrated black fruits, ripe tannins, 12 months in oak barrels, and lovely subtle vanilla characters. And I've got it poured out here, and we have got bags of dark black currant fruit. And that is even nicer than the other one. It's it was at £6.25, so that's what, $10 from Selfridges. That deserves another little viewing, and that is definitely worth buying. Perhaps too strong to go with the Christmas turkey, but lovely to go with some sort of pasta dishes or indeed some red meat dishes. Okay, we're 11 minutes in. I'm sorry about the frenetic pace of today. This next couple of weeks, these vlogs might be a little bit of a mix-up like this, and then hopefully in the new year we will get back into the normal routine with perhaps classical music, with a book I'm reading, and with a DVD. So thanks for watching. Just in case you don't catch next week's episode, have a really great Christmas and a lovely new year. And with that, I'll catch you next time. Bye everyone.